Hello and welcome. As a hotel AI expert with deep experience in modern hospitality, I'm truly pleased to welcome all of you, the students of Europe Hotel School, to your online learning journey. In the world of luxury hospitality, excellence is everywhere you look: the design, the service, the food. But behind all of that, there's an unseen architecture holding it all together. And today, we're exploring that very foundation: ethical conduct.
Let's start with a core truth that you're going to carry with you for your entire career. Ethics are not an add-on. They aren't optional. In high-end hospitality, they are the invisible framework that supports every single thing you do. Think of them as a silent guardian of trust, because the moment they fail, everything else can come crashing down.
So, let's build on that idea with our first section here, all about the foundation of trust. Before we can even talk about service standards or operational efficiency, we have to get a handle on why ethics matters so deeply. This isn't just about a rule book, It's the absolute bedrock of a long and successful career in this industry.
So what do we actually mean by ethical conduct in our world? Well, it's a lot more than just being a nice person. It is an active, professional commitment. It means you are consciously choosing to be a protector of a guest's privacy and a steward of the trust they place in you. That's the promise we're making every single time we interact with a guest.
And this really captures the weight of that promise. See, guests aren't just handing you a credit card. They're handing you pieces of their lives. You're getting access to their routines, their private preferences, their vulnerabilities, and sometimes, even their deepest personal challenges. The responsibility that comes with that is just profound.
So how do we live up to that huge responsibility? Well, it all starts with our very first pillar, the shield of confidentiality. This is your most critical line of defense. It's that unwavering commitment to protecting everything you see and everything you hear.
What's really interesting here is just how broad confidential information really is. It's not just about their name. It's knowing what time they like to go for a run. It's noticing they seem upset after a phone call. It's handling their medical prescriptions. If you mishandle any of this stuff, even by accident, it could lead to serious security risks or a huge public scandal.
And this brings us to a really crucial distinction: that fine line between harmful gossip and necessary professional communication. Sharing a detail to improve service or to make sure a guest is safe, that's professional. But speculating about a guest's life, that turns that same detail into a breach of trust. The intent and the context, they're absolutely everything.
This simple phrase right here, we've all probably heard something like it. It's often said with excitement, but it is a perfect example of an ethical failure. It has no professional purpose. It just turns a guest's private arrival into a piece of gossip. And right there, you're eroding the very foundation of trust you're supposed to be building.
And of course, in the world we live in today, that shield of confidentiality has to be digital too. A stray photo on your phone, a curious peek at a guest's file, these are massive breaches. Digital data needs to be guarded with the exact same seriousness as a whispered face-to-face secret.
Okay, so with confidentiality as our foundation, we can now build our second pillar, the practice of discretion. Now, if confidentiality is all about protecting information, then discretion is about protecting the guest's physical presence and their peace of mind through your actions. It's really the art of becoming professionally invisible. This slide gives us the practical, hands-on mechanics of discretion. Each one of these steps is designed to minimize any unwanted attention. You're not just moving someone from point A to point B, you're literally creating a mobile bubble of privacy around them. Never pointing, using quiet tones, choosing a less crowded path, these are those subtle but incredibly powerful skills of high-level service.
And now we come to our third and final pillar, the one that really anchors everything else, the code of integrity. If the first two pillars were about your actions, this one is about your character. It's that internal moral compass of fairness and honesty that guides every single professional decision you're ever going to make.
This table breaks integrity down into two key parts. First, you've got fairness. That means upholding policy for everyone and always maintaining professional boundaries. It doesn't matter who the guest is. And then there's honesty. And honesty is all about what you do when things go wrong. Do you try to hide a mistake or do you own it? And this is such a critical point. It might feel a little backward at first, but admitting a mistake doesn't actually break trust. It strengthens it. When you address an error transparently, you're showing the guest that your commitment to integrity is real. You're proving you respect them enough to be truthful, and that is incredibly powerful. So, let's bring it all together now.
Confidentiality, discretion, and integrity. They aren't just separate ideas. They're like interlocking gears. They work together in perfect unison to build something much, much bigger. A real, resilient culture of trust.
I want you to always remember this. You are never acting alone. Every single ethical decision you make, every discrete action you take, it contributes directly to the reputation of your colleagues and the entire hotel. You are an ambassador for your team's collective integrity.
And don't make any mistake about it. The results of this kind of culture are real and tangible. This isn't just about avoiding problems. It's about actively creating excellence. It builds your career, it forges unbreakable guest loyalty, and ultimately it protects everybody. A strong ethical foundation isn't just good practice. It is the smartest business strategy a luxury hotel can possibly have.
So, I'll leave you with this one question to carry with you into your careers. Being ethical isn't just a job requirement. It's a professional identity that you choose to build every day. It's a commitment to becoming the person a guest can implicitly, completely rely on. So the real question is, how will you become that silent, trusted guardian? Thank you.